Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing today? We're back with some ice PvP on my level 130 ice character, Ryan Icehorn. So we're gonna be hopping right in. Hopefully we get some matches early on, but you know, without luck, it might take a while. So other than this ice, I am still leveling up my myth. He is in 100. He's in dark mode right now. He's level 100. I'm gonna bring this guy up to 130. It's gonna take a little bit, probably another 2 weeks or so, before he's finally completely, you know, done. Because I do have to farm some gear still. But yeah, as soon as that's ready, you guys are gonna love mid PvP. It's so much fun. It's really skill based and combo based, and it gets really interesting. You know, the moves that you can make, even in like a very simplistic game like Wizard101. So yeah, we're gonna hop right into our ice. I do have some new pets that I want to showcase you guys. I worked on them the last couple of weeks when they had the 2x pet EXP and stuff like that. I think that was within the last week or so. I think last 10 days. So let's see. I do have the Brace Jewel on this character, so you guys already know what that's about. This is one of the pets. It's kind of like a set pet for ice almost, but you do have the proof, double damage, and then the 17 ward. And these numbers are basically because of this mighty jewel, right? So it kind of gives you like a little boost. You get the extra numbers and stuff. Yes, you don't have fire ward. That's kind of why I'm not a big fan of this pet. So the pet we're going to be using today is not this one. This is one I've always been using. If you haven't noticed, they're all called Baron. So if you guys see these pets in kiosk, and most of them are in kiosk, so those are probably mine. We're going to be using this pet. This one has proof, double damage, double ward, and no balance ward this time. Balance has kind of fallen off the radar somewhat, especially if you guys have seen my last video. I did struggled to do balance PvP, so I'm not saying that's a clear indicator, but balance is definitely struggling right now. So we're going to be using this pet today, and we're going to slap on the Brace Jewel, so we have the double resist. Nothing to worry about. We are a tank out here. So let's see. So it's not as good as having these, preferably, because you don't have the two ice blades. However, it doesn't really matter because you have a ton of damage, which, you know, you guys already know. I don't like the health, the dragoon robe. I do have it crafted though, just to have it, just to like test it out and stuff like that occasionally. But I love the frosty light brigade armor just because of the damage, the crit, all that just seems to help out a lot more overall. So we're going to be doing just that. 9,200 health is more than enough for ice. So yeah, we're going to be using this one. I have a total of 123 damage. That is quite a bit. And the 491 critical is nothing to laugh at, especially when you get those occasional really lucky crits off, which kind of does save you games, right? So we're going to hop right in. This might take a while. We're going to pop on, try all opponents. Yes, I know how this works. So it'll probably get us matches faster. We are at 1636 rank, so not saying it'll take a long time, but it's gonna take a second. It's gonna take a second for sure. But while we wait for the match, we can showcase the deck setup. So we have the new Ice Bird item card, which definitely alleviates some of the stress on our TC because, you know, that stuff runs out fast, guys. Yeah, this is the main deck. We do have the one Scion. Something you realize since last video, I did take out my Snow Angels. They didn't come up as often as I would like them to, so I'm like, okay, let me just take them out and just work with what ice have been more famous for, you know, just like the Frostbite into the combos. So at TC, we have the standard lineup, 3 Frostbite, the 2 Climaclysms. I really don't use these that much. I don't know about you guys, but it doesn't come up that often for me, so I just cut them entirely. This is not supposed to be 2 of, it's supposed to be... We're going to swap in a Tower Shield instead. So this is how it's supposed to be. Very standard, very to the point. You guys can more than happily copy this. It's actually a really good deck setup. It's been working out for a while also. So this will probably take a while. As soon as I get a match, I will be right back, guys. And we are back with the first match of this video. I'm recording this exactly 2 days later because I have been absolutely busy and could not get any matches as much as I tried. But hopefully it goes well. We had the same stats, so the stats didn't change. I just hopped back on this character after like 2 days. And we are second to an ice. Sounds amazingly fun. And okay, so 9,100 health. Either he's missing some jewels or his gear is slightly different than mine. But all in all, I think we're looking at the same stats. Okay, what can we do now? Definitely don't need this. We don't need this. We don't want the bubble. I think shielded this turn is not a bad move, personally. So this should be fine. Game plan is still the game plan. We're also going to just see if we can get to our stun blocks, see if we can brace and just Shrike and Icebird. That's been the plan for the longest time, and we'll continue to do that just because it works. Let's see, should we minion? He doesn't blade. He hasn't bladed so far, so minion would be not the best move, but I'll do it just because I'm sitting on pips anyway, so it doesn't really matter so much. Okay, so he did blade, so that's perfect. So now if he wants to hit us, either he'll have to wait a little bit for the minion to take off his shield or something, but we should be fine. Minion's taking off the shield, that's good. We have a second one just in case he kills the first one, and a dispel in case he strikes up. We'll discard this one and this because we really can't afford to have bricks in our hand at the moment. So yeah, that should be fine. Now in this instance, let's actually shield again. Now it's stacked 100%. Not much we can do about that. It's better than passing, you know, so yeah, I don't mind personally. Oh, so he has a more offensive build. I wonder if he has Shrike, actually, now that I see, not Shrike, Iceboard, now that I see that pet. We are second, so we are fighting, you know, up a mountain to say. See, what can we do now? What can we do? So we didn't do the best with the shield. I'll tell you that, alright? So he's definitely gonna kill this minion. Okay, so we have most of our combo pieces kind of ready. All we need to do is stun block and just go in. We might as well have been passing when we used this first time, but it's okay. It is what it is, you know? And he is still looking into 83 resist, so if he wants to Weaver us right here, he can go ahead. I mean, it won't do a whole lot, but that's kind of our fault for kind of like stacking the shields. But you guys saw what I had in hand. It wasn't perfect. It's not pretty. Some of these battles aren't pretty, but you know, it is what it is. You just have to do it. Let's see, what are we looking at right now? He can definitely Weaver us. So, however, I don't like sitting on shadow pips, right? And as much as I want two of them to get into like a proper strike, you know what, let's do that. I think that's still the smartest idea, you know, instead of just rushing it, let's just take our time and just think it through and just wait for the second shadow pip. So what we're gonna do right now is, if the minion doesn't take off the shield, we're going to Icebird. And I didn't see what the minion did. I don't know if he took off the shield or not. This is doing what, 2k? 2.1. Yeah, so this guy has I want to say very high damage, very high pierce also. Well, obviously because of the infal, you know. So the infal, basically 15% pierce is equivalent to about 30% damage. So he's chilling either way. It doesn't matter for him. If we get a shadow pip this turn, we are absolutely going to strike. Absolutely. Did I say that? Let's see. Let me think this over one more time. I don't want. This thing's breaking in my hand. I don't want this right now though. Let's get rid of that. Let's keep that actually. Should we keep this? Nah, get rid of it. Get rid of all of it. We need our stuff. Okay, so we have our next hit. Let's strike. We have to go in. There's no point. I mean, yes, I knew he was gonna kill the minion, but it's still like we don't want to sit on full pips. That's the name of the game, you know. Like you have to play offensive going second. You really don't have too much of a choice in this matter. The problem here is, until I get him his pips low enough, he is still in Scion zone, and yeah, we don't want our opponent in the Scion zone because that just means we're constantly in threat. So he's definitely going to try to dispel us soon. It's not going to be this turn. This is probably what, set shield? Oh, stun block. That's interesting. So he really delayed on that stun block, so maybe he wasn't drawing it or something, but he did what he had to do. I'm not sure how I feel about him just throwing that Weaver out so early. Maybe he is newer to PvP. I haven't seen him in this rank, so I mean, I see like most people who are in this 17 to 2000 rank. Not because I'm particularly like good at PvP. It's just like I watch a lot more PvP than I actually do, just because I'm like super bored. So I haven't seen this guy. That's just how it is. Okay, so we have to frostbite. All right, it's no question about it. So we frostbite, and then we can abominable weaver. Yeah, that seems like the best bet. And this is just like recovery. So after we're out of strike, we have some moves. So our hand is looking really pretty. This is probably a dispel, which we don't mind at all. Yeah. Dispel. Yeah, no problem at all. No problem. Yeah, so this is one of the reasons why we actually do go for frostbite first, even though we have the blade, because our opponent is most likely going to dispel us anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We can discard this, we don't need this, and now we have this clear weaver. If you want to shield, you can shield, buddy, but unless it's a set shield, it is a set shield, so let's see how much is this doing through the set shield and his resist. And we're just, through all this, we're hoping he doesn't have ward. He can easily socket on it, but I really hope not. Critical, yes, this is one of the reasons why I love this robe. That extra 15% of critical really does come in clutch. He still has resist, so we're looking at about 30% resist even through the shield, probably. Most likely. It is doing what? 2500? 2800. Yes, so that is not a bad move. That's pretty good for our part. I think we used a shadow pit wisely. I think we used it efficiently. We got what we needed to get done, and it just worked out for us altogether. Pet used the brace. Perfect. We love to see it happen. So now we do have more defensive options right out of strike. We don't have to just like face the fire of an ice, I guess. That's funny, right? Tower shield. I don't know if we need it. Let's discard this. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to blade up, strike, and then frostbite. That's what we have to do, and it's the best move, and there's not much contending that. So this is perfect. He striked up. We are amazing situation right now as far as strike. We can deal with that no problem at all. We have set shields in our hands, so we should be chilling. Absolutely thriving out here. We're gonna discard one of these. We don't need two of them. And what we're gonna do right now is we will shield again, because he has to iceberg now, right? I mean, that's what I would do. Hey, my man Logan. Frostbite right off the bat, no weaver. Interesting. So this is good. If we have the shield up, he at least can't lower the winter or anything. He has to continue to use overtimes, which we rather he use overtimes than hit us straight in the face. So, oh, is this a brace? Infal? No? Okay, so he has both. Alright, that's fine. We are chilling with that. No problem at all. Oh, by the way, throughout all this, I am really hoping that my recording doesn't bug out, because last time I was trying to do some dead PvP for you guys, and yeah, my recording was like, no, forget that, bro. You're not doing any dead PvP. It just left. My recording left the chat. We're in an interesting area right now. So what we can do is we can strike into frostbites. Oh wait, no, I discarded my TC frostbites. Well, I say we strike up anyway. What do we do? What are we doing? Should I have shielded? Do I regret this? Just a little bit. Just a teensiest bit. Even then, he is still looking at 80 resist plus a 20% brace. So even if he has 50% pierce through strike, 60% with the blade, and then another 30% with his stats, he's still looking at a little bit of resist. Wow, so he just got that. Okay, we got a shadow pit right off the bat too, but he got one too, which is not fun for us. What can we do now? Everything in my gut says frostbite into a weaver, but we need an enchanted frostbite, don't we? Should we just go with the unenchanted one? Yeah, whatever, let's do it. Because with frostbite, it doesn't matter so much, just because with overtimes, the damage is split, so the damage you're doing overtime is not doing so much in one bulk. So with overtime, it's okay if you use unenchanted ones. This is gonna hurt like a brick. We're looking at what? 4,000? We are in danger zone, boy. We're danger zone. 4,000. 5,500. Yikes. Hate to see it happen, guys. When you are second, you do struggle a little bit. Yeah. It's mirror matches are tough for sure. Mirror matches are tough, especially when you're second. You know, it's really hard to win. Balance, you do have some flexibility just because you have like mana burns and stuff like that where you can switch up your playstyle. But yeah, right now it's difficult out here, boys. But yeah, this is definitely going in the recording just because it is so difficult to get matches to begin with. So yeah, I don't mind at all. I'm gonna end this video right here. Not this video, this match right here. As soon as I get the next match, I will be right back. And we are up against no idea who, but if I had to guess, it's probably a myth or ice. That's all I've seen in the arena all day, and it is only 1 PM. The wait times for this matches are insanely long, so Hunter Legend, so it is the myth. I versed him earlier actually off camera, and he beat me pretty well. So yeah, I don't know if I'll beat him actually. He's a really tough opponent, especially for ice. It gets really bad. We are second, so that's interesting. So now we at least know what his stats are, kind of. It does definitely give us a advantage over him, I want to say, but very slightly in that, even if. So let's see if we can Icebird first of all. We do have double blades. I really don't want to blade against this guy. He doesn't have too much resist, so let's see. Let's shield actually. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should be playing more offensive. Learn what? He's just really good at PvP. I'm not gonna talk anything about him, you know. So, and last time he did get a little lucky, very slightly, but he was like. But I don't want to complain about luck in PvP. You know, it's just it's the nature of the game. So let's actually see what we can do. A blade is not a bad move, especially if we do want to strike. So, oh man, we need a sunblocks too. This guy is tough if you don't get to sunblocks first. Yeah, let's actually blade. I'm not gonna risk going into my side deck too much. He probably wants to King Art me soon, so we have to keep an eye out for that also. But he likes Medusa. He really likes the chain stun, especially if you're going second. And I mean, not so much second. Especially if you're mid against an ice, so it makes sense. Let's keep this. We do want to overtime eventually. What can we do? We have stun blocks inside. Maybe we should just get desperate and just start digging for that. Yeah, let's do that actually. We didn't get it. Let's blade up. He's most likely going to King Art. So let's see if we can triage that actually. It's only 1 overtime, so I'm even debating if I should do that. But he crit. Every time he crits, it seems, so that's fine. It is what it is. Let's see if I want to triage that or not. Even is it enchanted? Let's see. It is doing 1100. Yeah, we definitely do want to triage that. Yeah, how wild would it have been if I actually went for it like that turn? That would have been like the smart move, I think. But I didn't see it coming. Oh, yikes. He has 2 Shadow Pips before I get 1. I don't know. It's tough out here, guys. It's tough out here. We triaged this, which was not a bad move, actually. It does save us quite a bit of damage, so. We got our Shadow Pip, so that's nice. We can Shrike up and do a little bit of damage against him. I don't want to hit him with our Shrike. He has way too much resist, and he's probably going to shield anyway. So there's no point in me doing any of that. Let's see. If we can get a Lord of Winter, that would be nice too, I think. But at this point, he can just hit us twice, and that's it for us. We don't have too many options against him. Oh, he's sunblocked, so we can't really even do that. And that's fine. He's going to ice this spell probably, so. I don't know, Alex. I don't know who you. Oh my gosh, I striked without stun blocking. That's like rule number 1 of stuff that you don't do, and I did it anyway. God dang. Yeah, we have to go for it. We have to. We don't have a choice. Yeah, we have to hope we power this because he's going to Medusa us. Yeah, so we barely just survived. Barely. God dang, I can't believe we got that off. Now he can't, we didn't crit though. We didn't crit though, so that's something else. But he can Medusa us right now, so that's good. This is doing 6,500, so that did a solid amount. Let's see if we can follow that up somehow. If not, he definitely will. He definitely will get to us eventually. Yikes! So now he can't even double snake us and kill us, right? Yeah. So let's see what we can do now. At this point, we are still in a very unfortunate situation. So, is my thing freezing, or is it just me? Am I going crazy? Let's see. Let's discard this. We don't need 2 of those. We can double stun. We can double iceberg. I think that should kill. If not, then I still want a double iceberg just because he's going to continue to shield spam. This is a brace. Oh, okay, so he has a damage order now. That's fine. If I crit that Lord of Winter, that would have been it, guys. That would have been it. You can hear my brother in the back just dying out here. God dang. Yeah, he's like, he just has like freaking minor cold, so it's that. We're almost done with this match. The commentary has not been amazing just because I'm feeling a little under the weather also, but that's what it is. I'm not. He can still get this match though. It's not too bad for him. He still got it, no problem at all. I don't know who you are, Alex, but I'll add you. This is mid, so it's not something that'll kill us. That's something at least. What can he do that'll kill us? Can he do anything that'll kill us? What do we have here? We have a Shadow Pip, so that's nice. Let's Weaver. Why not? Should we Weaver or should we do this? Yeah, let's do this. Or, just in case. He might dispel us, so it's fine. No, no dispel? Alright. Well, you want someone listen, right? Yeah, you know, you win some, you lose some. I wouldn't. He beat me last time. I beat him this time. It's the nature of the game. You can't fight it. But yeah, it's really nice being able to win from second, especially against this guy. He's very good at PvP. So I guess he didn't draw his ice spell or something. So yeah, if not, he would have won. I think probably. Just a mantle to save my life, bro. You need the 60 mantles. That stuff, like you guys see me use the 60 mantles. That stuff saves your life, guys. If you guys don't already have them, try to get your hands on them somehow. But I had a bunch. Oh no, yeah. So that is for this game. Yeah, Myth runs through them a lot. Yeah, I guess because he does so many matches so fast, it makes sense. So that is all for this game. I will cut this video right here, and I'll hop right back into the next match. I know, like I said, guys, this commentary for this match was not that interesting at all. It was not that amazing. It's just because, I don't know, there's not much to do. I really did not think I was gonna win that match going second. So my motivation to like even commentate was just like went right out the window. I'm like, God dang, I'm just wasting my time on this, aren't I? So yeah, but we clutched it, so that's good. Yeah, I'll just cut this boss right here. Not this boss, this video right here. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with the third and hopefully the last match of this video. You guys saw me lose some, you guys saw me win some, but yeah, hopefully we can come out with another win to finish off this video. But let's see, who do we have? Dakota Lionheart. Do I remember him? I know he's an ice, but I don't know how high rank he is. We are first. Beautiful. We love to see this happen, guys. We have gone second quite a bit this video. Even off screen, you know, like I don't record all my matches just because
I don't know. It gets boring. So let's see. We are versus an ice. I am so conflicted. I don't know what to do from first. I really don't. Let's enchant this. Let's minion, okay? Just because I don't see him having too many amazing plays. We can still lose because you guys have seen me win from second. You guys have seen me lose from first. So anything can happen in this game. This is Wizard101 we're talking about. Let's see. Who do we have? What do we have now? Pet wants to trap. This is perfect actually. Now he actually has to waste his blade in order to kill my minion, which is nice. I love to see that. We have to blade up ourselves also, just because he has ice. He has a ton of resist. If we can cut into that just a little bit, that would be ideal, right? If I had to guess what his pet stats are, as long as I don't see a infoul, I'd assume proof, double, triple ward maybe. Oh, actually, that's an interesting pet. Now I'm not so sure about that one. What is this? Infoul, so he does not have ward. Absolutely no ward on that pet. And that's fine. We're okay with that. We do have our strike, so that's good. Let's see if we can get an Iceberg and kill that minion. I mean, our minion is probably not going to take it just because the minion's a bum. But yeah, even if I have this nice bladed hit, I'm not going to take it, guys. I highly recommend you guys do not get greedy. Absolutely do not get greedy. Just be patient, play conservative, and you should be fine in the long run. Whether you're first or second, it's just better to play it safe. Let's see, what can we do now? We have mantle. We don't need a mantle against an ice. Yes. So we don't have a mantle. We don't need this against him, especially because he does have an infoul pet. So let us see if we can. We don't need this either. We can strike up. Not gonna lie, we can start to chip away at this guy if you want to. Let's go for it, guys. I don't even mind. We have a frostbite. That's all we need. We don't need any shadow pips, any of that. So we can frostbite. We can Iceberg the minion to kill him, and then hopefully we can get a shadow pip. If not, it doesn't really matter so much. But yeah, so you definitely do want to beat your opponent to the shadow pip, and we managed to do that. Beat them to strike. I mean, especially shadow pips. It's a hit or miss, but we did get a shadow pip, so that's spicy, guys. We love that. We love that. Let's do what we planned. The plan stays the same. Instead, now that we have the advantage, we're going to Iceberg into a Weaver. Because why not? If we have it, we might as well take it, right? So let's see. This is doing no crit. We're looking at about 500 around over time. And I highly doubt he's going to take this hit himself. He's probably going to strike up himself also. I just don't see him benefiting from it, so yeah. Hopefully the minion doesn't hit our minion this turn. It can happen, definitely. Definitely it can happen, and it probably will happen. But if it doesn't, then we are in a nice situation. This is doing what, another 50 damage? 100 maybe? 181 damage. Now that's not a whole lot, but we will take that. Overtime is doing 642, I believe. Dispel. Interesting. So if you guys do see my screen freezing just a little bit, is because I'm back at home from college, and my home internet is not nearly as nice as my the internet from the frat house that I live in. So what we're gonna do right now is discard this. We still have to Iceberg, right? So let's Iceberg into another Iceberg. Let's discard that. We don't need that anymore. Yeah, let's Iceberg to take the dispel off, and then let's Iceberg again. It seems like the most logical move. And since we do have a strike already, I'm probably going to get another strike anyway, so it doesn't matter so much. So my brace is out. He is absolutely going to take this easy hit. Definitely a Weaver, no question about it. No questions. Now it comes down to wow, he didn't take the Weaver. Interesting. I don't know if I agree with that, especially I do have the overtime, so, and 2 backlashes, so I wasn't gonna take the Weaver even if I had the opportunity to. But he doesn't know that, which is understandable. now I am in an interesting position because he can hit us for quite a bit of damage. He has 2 Shadow Pips, and he has an info. So even with my Ice Ward, we're looking at solid damage here. The minion is going to take off that shield, so my overtime will still do the whole 600 damage. Let's see, hopefully we can kill this minion at least. I mean, yeah, we definitely can. We have so much damage. This is not an issue. Let's see, so that did a solid 728, so we got the minion out of the way at least. That would have been problematic in the long run, and I kind of did save our minion at the same time, so that's good. So at this point, if he wants to kill our minion, he still has to invest his blades into it, which I highly doubt. The big worry right now is because we are kind of open. If he wants, and he wants to Weaver this turn, he definitely could. I'm not so sure if I would do the same thing. I would probably use a Frostbite or something overtime, just because, I don't know, if you're going second, I would invest all my pips into just a single hit. So, yeah, what is this? It is a Frostbite, so that's perfect on his part. Unfortunately, it crit on us, but, you know, we are first, so if he does get a little bit of something off of that, so it's not too bad for us at least. As in some a little bit of advantage, I mean. Which is still not really an advantage. We still have the upper hand all the way. What we can do at this point is maybe we can... we definitely have to strike and go in again. That's just, you know, no doubt about that. But we might take the open Weaver just because we have the blade and we have the spear on spear 10% pierce. That's really beneficial. So we'll just take this open hit. And as for another reason is because he has so much pips, I really don't want to take any open Lord of Winters or open Weavers or anything like that. And him being in a disadvantageous position, I can see him actually going for it. I mean, I don't doubt that. So this is doing what, 2,500, 27, 2,900, guys. That is what we love to see. We love to see that damage. So we got a good bit of number on him. So he has down to about half his health, about 4,000. So we have to do about another 4,000 damage. And our minion is just going in ham, putting in that work. How much are we doing? 190. I will take that 190 damage any day of the week. Any little bit of help is much appreciated. So, oh man, you had to kill my minion. I mean, that's the right move though. I mean, even though it is pretty late in the game, it is still the correct move to kill that minion. So now at least if he wants to, he can shield and doesn't have to worry about it. The shield getting taken off immediately. We don't need a blade. I mean, a bubble. We'll hold on to the mantle just in case, and we do have his Winter Moon. So if he doesn't stun block, we can actually have some nice plays with that. But we really need to get this damage through. We need to get this game wrapped up. You know, it's been a fat minute, and we really want to get this done, go home. You know, but we don't have the pip. So what do? Do we want to Icebird first and then just start blade stacking, and then hopefully we can strike and Frostbite, right? That seems like the best idea. So let's just go for it. We're gonna toss in that Icebird, see if we can strike up soon, Frostbite, and just call that a game, right? That seems like the easiest way to finish up this match. Even from first, second, doesn't matter. When it's ice versus ice, it is going to be a drawn-out match. If you guys have seen ice in tournaments, when was the last time you guys actually, especially even 1v1 tournaments, when was the last time you guys beat them without Diego coming in and picking the winner himself? It doesn't happen that often. Ice is just very, very tanky. Let's see. Let's blade again. I think that seems like the best move. We can blade again, and then we can strike and do some stuff. But I really don't want to do anything drastic this early on. I mean, I could strike and Calamicalism, I guess. I could do that, definitely. But that's just not me, you know? I mean, I don't think it'll kill, and then we'll just be in a very uncomfortable position. So, okay, so he did Thermic Shield, so that's good. It's a good thing we didn't strike, because then we wouldn't have had too many plays, but... what can we do at this point? Let's see. I don't want to strike. It's too early. Do I have to? Yeah, let's see. Let's mantle actually. So if he wants to hit, then we can. If he wants to hit or shield or something, then at least it'll buy us another round. Let's see. Do you fizzle? What is this? Oh, he's hitting me? Oh, interesting. Oh, what was... okay. So if I had to guess, it was probably a Lord of Winter or something like that. But yeah, at least we got that out of the way. Now we have a little bit more pips to work with. We have a lot more options. We have the dispel also, so he's most likely going to strike anyway. So if we can dispel him in strike, that would definitely give us a plus. And we're gonna hold on to that main deck Iceberg just in case. But I really don't want to hold on to it too much, just because when you are in strike, pet icebergs and pet buffs or pet hits in general just doesn't take off backlash, and we really need to get the backlash taken off. So if we can do this without him absolutely ending our career, that would be amazing too. Oh, he hopped into strike also. This is like we predicted, you know, it was bound to happen. Let's see, what can we do? I mean, I think the game plan is still the game plan. We still have to Frostbite, I think. He's like the best alternative. Frostbite into probably a Dispel. I don't know. But what do we do? Let's see. I mean, this is what I've been doing. I've been trying to dig for Climaclysm. If you guys have been wondering why I'm just digging so much into my TC. First of all, I don't trust my pip chance. So if worst things worse, we can Climaclysm and still finish up this match. But for now, Frostbite seems like the way to go. We have to get into the damage. Overtimes are probably doing like, if I had to guess, a solid 500, 600 round. And we did get the pip conserve. This is why we love odd pip spells, guys. And our pet, absolute monsters, coming in clutch, saving us right when we needed him. What is this? Let's see. A Weaver. I mean, do you blame him though? I mean, he's in like a sticky situation. I understand that Weaver 100%. How much? I'm not blaming you, but how much is he doing? 3,000? 3,200? And we are looking at... Yikes, no, this isn't fun. We're taking serious damage here. 3,500. Oh, my man is just going hard on the paint. Let's see, what else? What else do we have? Maybe we can Icebird and then... But do we want Icebird though? Because he can Lord of Winter. And I really don't want to get Lord of Winter. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know about you guys, but... It does not seem like a fun alternative. We do have the Iceberg, by the way, so if you want, we can do that. We really need that Climaclysm, guys. We need that Climaclysm because I don't trust my pips. It's 95% pip chance. So it's a 5% chance that I won't get the power pip. But at this point, I think we don't have too many options. So let's just go for it and see what happens. Okay, let's see. What did he use? Oh, the overtime is not doing bad. That was through a shield, and he probably has a ton of ice resist too, so that's not too bad. What did he use? And yeah, he definitely used something like a Weaver, so that's fine. That's good for us. So that is all for this match. Looks like, you know, you were second, Dakota. I don't blame you for making any mistakes. You didn't really make too many mistakes, in my opinion. But when you're second to an ice, you're second to an ice. You know, you're kind of fighting uphill. So I don't blame you for losing this match. It was just a tough match overall. You guys saw my first match. I was second to an ice, and you know, you lose sometimes. I think very, very rarely when it's two ice that are very good themselves, and when you go second to another good ice, and you're also ice, it just doesn't work out that often. It's very rare that you'll win that match, but yeah, that should be the third match of this video. Yeah, it was interesting. It was fast though. It was drawn out. Dakota played it the best that he could from his position, but you know, he was fighting an uphill battle. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I'm gonna cut this video right here.